All right, here we go again today, guys. We're going to be looking at the volume of some three-dimensional shapes, and I thought, you know what? Let's stay in Egypt another day on our geometry cruise, and let's look at volume of pyramids. Of course, we're going to look at a cylinder and a sphere and that sort of thing, and we'll try to make this as quick and brief as possible. First, let's go ahead and... Okay, so in our next problem, we're dealing with a cone, and we're looking at a delta math problem again. And it says, find the volume of a right circular cone that has a height of 14.3 meters. So our height is going to be right here, and then a base with a radius of 5.3 meters. This is our circular base, and our radius is going to be 5.3 meters. Okay? So what do we do here? Well, we know our volume of a cone is 1/3, right, times pi r squared times our height. And you'll notice that the pi r squared is just the area of the circle down here, the circular base. And anything that has a point on it, like a cone and a pyramid, if you can put it on a stick and make a spear out of it, you're going to use 1/3 with the formula. So let's go ahead and substitute some numbers. This is a good example because this is going to allow me to show you how to deal with these fractions over in Delta Math. So we're going to do 1/3 times pi times our radius is 5.3, and that's supposed to be squared, times our height, here's our height, here's our radius. Our height is 14.3. So let's take these numbers over to Delta Math and plug them in and work with that calculator over there. Okay, so back in Delta Math at our current example, we have that cone that's got 14.3 meter height and a base with 5.3 meters. This is our formal volume of a cone formula. And we need to know how to put this stuff in there. Well, it's going to be 1/3 times pi times 5.3 squared times height. And my last example is still in the calculator. Let's clear that. And here's how you deal with those with the fraction. I like to do it just like this. Watch this. We can click in 1 divided by 3, and look over here what it does. It creates a fraction for us. But then I need to click the over arrow to get up here beside my fraction. If I don't click the over arrow and I start typing times this or that, it's going to put all that in the denominator. See? So I need to, after I type in 1 divided by 3, 1 divided by 3, and it creates a fraction, I click my over arrow. And I type the rest. Pi, well, I've got a pi button. R squared, well, here's my radius, 5.3. And I can come over here and press the A squared button. And look what it does. It puts us an exponent next to my 5.3 times my height times 14.3. And that gives me over here the answer of 420.64, but it says round to the nearest tenth. The nearest tenth would be the decimal after, the digit after the decimal, and I'd never ever look at these numbers way over here. I'm only going to use the number to the right of the one I'm rounding. It is not 5 or greater, so this would stay at 420.6. And that's what we have up here for our answer in Delta Math. Volume equals 420, about 420.6.